Welcome back to the Mid-Year YouTube channel. In today's episode, I'm going to do a quick walk around to show you what I have going on in the garage and all the new projects that have showed up and the projects that are leaving. So be sure to stick around. So I normally end my videos off with I have a lot of work to do, but we're kind of at a new level right now. So we've got pretty much max capacity going on right now. My buddy brought over his white split window. This car has a bad frame, so it doesn't have the original engine in it. So this body is going to come off and go on the Misfit chassis. So this will be the new owner of the Misfit chassis. So this car is pretty cool. I'll make a video on this. So this is kind of, in the queue. And then this car, I'll be making a video on this as well. This is a new project, but yet an old project. I did some work on this frame, had it powder coated, and worked on this bird cage. So now it's coming here to have the frame assembled and to get skinned, kind of like those two were. And then of course, we have my dad's 67 Camaro over here, which needs some rust repair. I'm in the middle of that. There'll be a video coming up on replacing this plenum. And I'm also working on patching up the roof. I was starting here, but then I needed to order some metal for the inner structure just because this was pretty far gone. So I decided to order another piece. I was going to make one, but that was like 40 bucks for that piece. So that'll be a lot easier just to take what I need, weld it in there. So I'll do that. I'm working on that. And then this rear deck came in for this car, and that front end also came in for that car. A lot happened this week, and then these two are leaving, well, by the time you see this video today, they'll be leaving later today. It's the night before right now. So I need to, tonight, finish assembling this frame so I have less parts, put the bird cage on there, and then I need to get this thing off of the frame and set it on these skates, get this thing off of the frame, set it on skates, move these roofs around, and then shuffle them in front of the garage doors, line them up, or in front of this garage door. Somehow I got to move things around, shuffle them around, so that way I can get these out of here and get these loaded. So a lot of maneuvering and shuffling and stuff. So that's what's going to be coming up in the queue. So this is the last time. I'll make a video on every single car I just talked about, but I'll have a video on these two going home, the frame going together, obviously building the body on this, taking the body off of this. It's going to get a new wiring harness, and I don't know what wheels and tires he's going to use, but basically the Misfit frame just painted black with a different engine and trans. So mechanically the car will be brand new, but aesthetically it'll look pretty much just like it does. But it's a pretty neat old car, white with red interior. Looks very familiar to the other car. It's just a little more worn on the inside. It's a pretty neat old car though. Under the hood it just has some, I think it's a 283, or it has 283 heads. I don't know. It's just an old small block in here. Runs and drives okay. It sounds pretty good. I think everything works. I didn't try popping the headlights. I'll have to do a mechanical test on this just to see. I know the parking lights don't turn on. I'll have to see if the headlights work to see what all stuff I need to do to get this thing up and running, or maybe I'll let my buddy work on that. I don't know. But the main goal is to get those two swapped. So once these two cars leave, next on deck, so the plan is once these two leave, the priority shifts to the Camaro, because this thing's already going to be kind of assembled, sitting in the corner, waiting for I just want to start on this one, get it to a point, and then jump to the next car. So that now that I have all the parts for the Camaro, I'll go ahead and weld up the plenum, finish up the roof, and maybe start on the rear window area that I need to do. It has the same sort of damage back here, these holes. So I'm just holes over here and the big holes over there. So I'm just bending up my own little pieces to fix that. So I'll probably do some videos on that. And at that point, I think it'll be time to get this thing ready to pull off the frame, and then the goal will be to, not quickly, but in a timely manner, move this over to that frame, because everything is kind of revolving around space at this point. Whatever priority is demanding based on space. And I don't think the new engine for this is ready yet. So I think by the time this is assembled kind of, and then all this is welded together, the engine for this will be ready. And I'll get this frame. I have some tweaks to make on the Misfit frame. I'll get that dialed in, get it painted black, get the new engine in it, fix the steering, and one brake caliper was leaking, and work on the e-brake, get all that stuff dialed in. It'll be ready for its new to its body, and then I'll put a new wiring harness in this thing. Do some reassembly, hopefully the bumpers still fit, and then this thing will be going home. And once this leaves, then I'll probably skin this one and work on this. There's a lot of bouncing around that's gonna happen, and I have another split window to build too. So a lot of stuff to work on, and then I still have my Model A, which is, sorry buddy, you're way down the road. And my red car needs some work too, so you're really far down the list. And the garage has never been more packed, and there's like 15 different projects going on at once. I started working on welding this together, and then this showed up. So I started tinkering with that and welding on this, and then this showed up. So I started assembling this and then welding on this, but now these are leaving. So now, you know, just moving all around. Once these two are gone, a lot of my problems will be solved, I think. Maybe, probably not. No, we're out of space already. I got a problem, but we'll get her figured out probably. Also, in the next couple weeks, I'll have some videos coming up on a farm that I walked around. Got to check out about 30 or 40 abandoned cars that have been there probably between 20 to 50, maybe even 60 years. So some of the cars are really, really cool. They're very decrepit, but it's a really cool find. So you definitely want to check that video out. It'll be coming up very soon. But that's gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. In next week's video, you'll see this car and the 67 on their way home, show you the finishing work I had to do, an overview of the projects, and we'll send these two off in the proper Mid-Year Mitch way. So I got a lot of work to do. I'll catch you guys later.